about some Levi Hillier fans? He's just a very likeable young man. It would be easy to think, oh yeah, punk kid, 16 years of age, lives a mile and a half down the road, but he's a very, very nice young man. Skagit, how about the noise for Darren from Owasso, Oklahoma.
Here's the thing you worry about in trying to stop and descent. Hit them. Has already advanced from 8 to no worse than 5. Holt is those targets back. Tanner is chosen inside. Into the show from the top of his monitor.
So who do you think, folks? How about the noise for Tanner Holmes? What about Darren Pittman's fans? Mano a mano, J-Lo. Push your hand to the first Tanner Holmes advances. Darren Pittman is still staying. He'll line up on the inside third row as a result of that shuffle.
That's a good advantage. That's how prove that. All right. Tanner Holmes. James McFadden, Thursday night's winner. Car that Tanner used to drive as well.
This is James' bread and butter. This kind of format for him. So good. So, as we go to the James McFadden fans here at Skagit. The scales lean slightly towards Tanner.
Maybe. They're both fantastic racers.
Put your hands in the first for James McFadden. The house of motorsports number 21. He was back on the infield.
Washington driving car number 78C. This is Justin Westergaard. Starting 20th out of Everett, Washington, driving car number 58, J.D. Lewis. From 19th out of Cedro, Woolley, Washington, car 37B, Andrew Pritchard. From 18th, driving car number 17 out of Burlington, Washington, Kyle Hansen. Starting 17th out of Mukilteo, Washington, driver of the 21C, it's Dale Krieger. Outside row number 8, starting in the 16th position. From Oak Harbor, Washington, car number 16, Alex Pacheco. Inside row number 8, now making his home in Bow, Washington, it's car number 29, Brandon Turner. Starting 14th out of Burlington, Washington, driver of car 18, Ayuka Cookie Carlson. From the inside of row number 7, making his own Mont Lake, Washington, driving the 19C, Dalton Christmas. Washington. Driver of car number 9, Riley Deaver. Inside row 6, out of Bothell, Washington. Driver of car number 21, it is Con Hartman. Top 10, starting 10, out of Bothell, Washington. Car number 50, Chad Kincaid. From Linden, Washington, starting in position number 9, driver of the 3T, Tyler Luce. Starting 8th, the car is a former Dirt Cup champion out of Bellingham, Washington. In number 71, Jonathan Jorgensen. Justin. Driving car number 19, this is Brad Marks. Full Dirt Cup 26. From Grass Valley, California.
Then the pill came out for Levi Flex. They're looking for another pill, flat guard. Look at that. And here we go on the foul. Put the foot back on and just go back in the fueling system. And that buttons up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as that happens, this group of drivers is going to give you the most awesome sight of motorsports. We need you to rise to your feet. I need you to make enough noise to get the lead. 900 plus horsepower in the motors. Ladies and gentlemen, the salute to the fans. That's the 54th Jim Racer Memorial Third Cup. Lights are out around Skagit Speedway. For over $100,000 to win, Matt Sweet and Brett Marks lead it to corner number 3. And out.
They start the work area at the left front change to the right rear shock. However, the stud is broke off the right rear shock now. They gotta do a right rear shock for straight car cover. When they put it on, will be the question. It's like it'll be a front nose wing change for DJ Neto.
Head on a circle. Around and coming to you to get you on your right. Head got caught up in the heel outside.
So Thornton comes in, he'll immediately go to pull the foot off and go straight to work on the mag box. working on disconnecting the old one's off. New one's going on. Mechanic forces. Go back to 55 and trade starts to continue to work on that right rear. Now remember, that right rear shock scud broke off the top. It's currently still into it. So they can find a way. They got a new shock over here. They get it back on the tray. Yeah, they're drilling into where that bolt would go to see if they can get that out. They'll send it going back in.
Number 3 is doing great work for us here. On the last pass, nice spin box down there. Right as well. Neto, those leak repairs just about done. Torsten's got to push some behind the
Neto pushes and Torsten pushes.
Line up. Let's go in order to push out this. Torsten is back to the back. 3 spots.
So that happens, guys. Just in Texas, they're having a whole new front end block on the 26th.
Starts with fire. That's wide away. Off of 4, Bristol stop seat number 1.
Max has had a great season. He's really speed as of late. He picked up his first sprint car win about a month ago. And is knocked down his top 10, North King of the West.
He has been qualifying like a monster here lately.
Open red. Here's the instant replay. Big stick losing in the house. Brad Sweet. Contact with Tyler Thompson there.
Well, open red conditions, and there's very few guys on the planet better than Paul Silva. So picks need to be made on the W. They've got an opportunity here.
That's going to be something to keep an eye on. They go to that right rear. We made heavy contact with Tyler Thompson.
Yeah, one of the crew members looking it over right now.
Looks like Trevor Canales. Trey starts back into the American Rock and Red area as well.
He has been lapped already, well, as had Thorson. And I think Trey's gone.
Guys, made it over to the sweet car. Through the session in the right rear. Everything looks to be alright. Ladders are packed, wheels up. All good for that sweet.
All fuel in there, having a chat with Colby Copeland. His Brad Sweet.
An opportunity for Brett Marks to make a change if he wants to, get that car better.
Boy, he's been fast the last 10 or 15 races.
You also know that one of the best crew chiefs on the planet right now that doesn't get credit for it is Sean Strasbaugh of the
100%.
That guy knows his racing.
Sean's been with Tom Booth for a long time, and Tom's on the sprint car for a long time. And,
But whoever they put in that car is fast.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with the race.
absolutely, Sean's phenomenal. But I think they're right. I think Trey's helmet off. His talk coming off. Trey wants to be done. The defending World Cup champion is done. Caleb, also something that you and I talked about that also need to remember here. Points on the line tonight for the 3-Cup Challenge.
That's right.
One of the 3-Cup Challenge. And showing Colby Copeland down there chatting up there. Colby's in one of the blue hoodie on the big screen. He's really cool, Doug, if you're in the house with the big screen. But the next round of the 3-Cup Challenge is the Gold Cup Racing Champions at the end of August. And the track will be Tacoma, $200 Speedway in Chico, California. And then the 3-Cup Challenge champion will be crowned at Trophy Cup, a 410 race now. And that'll be able to, you'll be able to watch that one live on Flow Racing. That's going to be Halloween weekend in Tulare, California.
Like watching sprint cars literally knock the walls down at the facility. Tulare Thunderbolt will be the place to do it.
I don't think that's why Voice has been tested live event quite like it was tested at
You didn't have that every time.
we did. They said we're going to save a little.
Did he come down and chauffeur this stuff for you? I'll do it. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, there's a look for those of you on Flow Racing at the booth for Canada home stride. He picked up his first career national sprint car win a week and a half ago. Shelby County Speedway in Harlan, Iowa. The second place finisher in last year's Dirt Cup is one of those what-if moments for Tanner. We had that late open red.
Yep, and you remember, he was in control of that race. It was the fuel change on the starts car when he changed the pill during the open red. Brought him back to life and got him an advantage after that back straightaway restart. Very savvy crew and driver body swapped the bill over.
This will be no surprise to Caleb. Our fan fest today for 2 to 4 drivers signing autographs. Who was the last driver to sign an autograph?
Ken Holmes.
Absolutely was.
Not shocked.
Not one bit.
Hey guys, I just shot really quickly. Forces to come in. They changed the make box already. The crew's now looking at where the main pill is, trying to change that fuel flow and trying to diagnose what could be going wrong with Forces' car. They're putting the panel back on. We'll see where they go from here.
Rick Marble, the car chief on the car. Tanner makes a lot of calls to the pit. lot of times TV by phone.
Yeah, which is becoming a new thing. You see some guys wrestling from afar.
69K, they would see that throughout the year. Where Davey is on the phone with Donnie Price and helping make some calls.
That'll do it for time here on the open red. Booze and clearing.
So, Trey Starks, no right rear shock, and they basically, from what I understand, kind of said, not a lot to be gained in that point. Let's roll the car in the trailer for another day. Justin Young was supporting that. We're lucky, JY, it didn't make AB, but you call a lot of racing with JY here. Oh, the 360 to racing weekend with next week 360 Competition. You're going to be racing next Saturday night at Skagit Speedway. If you're looking for something to do,
We'll be here.
we'll be here. But JY does a phenomenal job.
He'll be up in the booth off the call. We're lucky to have him. Are not rolling out on the raceway.
Also, something to remember if you're from the area, July 4th, we are racing at Skagit Speedway. Those are sprint cars and a massive fireworks show. John said, let's go big on the fireworks show. So it's going to be huge. You aren't going to want to miss it.
And I thought we went big last year.
Yeah, you thought the Memorial Day fireworks show was big? Just wait.
Let's get
Just
25.
Yeah, exactly. But we are racing on July 4th. Of course, the highest paying 360 race in the country. Right here at Skagit Speedway, taking place July 24 and 25 with Bob's Burger and Brew, Fred Brownfield Memorial Summer Nationals.
Reminder too, you're going to see a lot of these same stars and cars in the Martin King 410 Sprint Car Series coming up here, along with high rollers of the Interstate Batteries, high limit racing, the Skagit Nationals. That's coming up the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Labor Day weekend in September. Skagit Nationals on their way. You can pick up tickets early at SkagitSpeedway.com.
Ticket sales pacing ahead of where we were a year ago. We had a monster crowd on Saturday night as I looked through our records in our 5 years of ownership of 26 Promotion. That was the largest crowd we've ever had at Skagit Speedway, was Saturday night of last year's Skagit Nationals.
Let's beat it.
Let's top
Let's
it.
throw the challenge out there to you, the Skagit Speedway fans, or if you're watching at home at Flow Racing and you enjoyed these 3 nights of Jim Raper Memorial Third Cup action, come on out and visit us.
It is the most, arguably the most picturesque racetrack in the country. Go out and spend an afternoon in Anacortes or Pecan or on the water.
Oh, heck, drive up Chuckanut,
Drive
see
up
the
Chuck
signs.
and Drive, exactly. You
And
know,
you can go back out to Mount Baker in a minute.
Dylan Schiebel, who was on our RF camera for Flow Racing, he was telling me on Thursday they drove to the North Cascades National Park, an hour and 20 minutes from here, and said it was gorgeous. So a lot to do within the area. Take the sights in, go whale watching, come out a couple days early, go check out the San Juans. You can see plugging away, those of you watching on Flow Racing, on that 88 at Tanner Thorson. Tanner had control of Interstate Batteries Highland Racing points for about a month and a half. I think right now 4 off the top of my head in points.
It's changed. It's changed
man.
a lot based on who's been on a hot streak, right? Rico's been up there, Reitzel has had it, Thorson for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Mark's now really on the come. We've seen that.
Will be in action the next Friday, Saturday. Tanner's got a car. I see there's Brady Forbrook if you're watching on Flow Racing on the left. Brady working for Tony Stewart, Kerbeggers Union Racing, of course, his father, the legendary Guy Forbrook. Brady carving out a nice career. Britt Marvel, the Marvel name is absolutely legendary in Central Indiana.
They're changing fueling on that car.
Yeah, and Tanner, no surprise to see Tanner is the one out of the car doing work. Tanner works on his own car. He's the crew chief on race nights. When he's the one communicating with Stevie a lot. Tanner is very hands-on when it comes to working on and building his race cars.
Mechanical knowledge, Tanner Thorson is, as far as a driver goes, is right up there with the best of the best. Very much in a lot of ways like that, Sammy.
Yeah,
in some
very much
regards,
so.
right?
I mean, absolutely.
In the most complimentary way that can be said, right? Because Sammy is one of a kind. Tanner shows a lot of that very same. He's independent, likes to do things on his own, likes to figure it out, do something different than the rest of the crowd. He's been fast at doing it.
Just likes to win.
Yeah.
Very much like Sammy is.
Deep desire.
You mentioned in the pair of guys that Gotta walk in, a lot of good luck inside that building in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we call our race Caleb Live on Slow Racing in January.
They took us to like a...
Next weekend, Interstate Battery Silent Racing in action in Billings, Montana, where the Queen's Chase has been, as you mentioned, Caleb, very, very exciting to watch.
Going out for the Race Redeem Foundation race.
I am. I'll be in Montana. The Racing Chase CLP is going to be the Race Redeem Foundation race next weekend.
A reminder, you can find out more about the Race Redeem Foundation at raceredeem.org. Red flag conditions, we are still attending to one of our drivers in the front straightaway. For those of you who are watching at home and wondering what's going on.
Max working with the Skagit Speedway safety crew. And you talked about it earlier, Caleb. Our safety crew and our medics, they train year-round here at Skagit Speedway. They constantly training.
Taking every precaution because our drivers say no, we can replace any part on any of these cars. We can't replace the talent behind the steering wheels. The warriors who are braving everything and trying to get going. And folks, give a hand for Max Victory, please. Entry flip and turn it before then starting this process is over red.
We're very lucky to have one of the best safety crews in the country. Max is in very good hands. A lot of caution there as we saw Max able to walk away.
This level of care that we're providing from our system is spearheaded by Gene Matthews. Gene took over his race director and such. Lost Gene a couple of years ago, but the driver safety has been here for here. Eric is now our medical operations head. Two of them put together this program that lets us deliver better care for our drivers.
You talk about how much the Skagit Speedway team can do here. A lot of them EMTs and medics and such. We had a childbirth in Dirt Cup 2 years ago. In our
A Dirt Cup baby.
Dirt Cup baby. So a lot has happened here at Dirt Cup.
Don't hear a lot of Dirt Cup babies being born.
No.
Conception, different question.
Camping's been very cool this week. It's been fun to see. It's fun to see the campers roll in.
Boy, what a benefit this long open red is when they're forced. As they've gone full city changes and repairs on that car to get it back out on the racetrack.
We came back here together. Down there. No, I'll get the we went to the hotel room and like every Tyler. Okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I know. Tyler. Okay?
Well, as we said, Max communicating with our safety team, that is good news. And just taking a lot of precaution here and assessing Max, but he was able to walk away under his own power and chatting with the safety crew and maybe a little bit of pain just chatting with our safety crew and taking the most precaution.
Yeah.
You mentioned it can never be full.
Best thing we can report, alert and communicating with history. So,
That is good news. We saw him down there chatting with our safety team.
and now it will take a nice 5-mile-an-hour drive down the front straightaway. I mean, after you've seen it at 120 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, it must feel like time is moving.
We see on Flow Racing there, Tanner strapping back into the race car.
Focus mode begins.
TJ just pulls muscling around the car there. So 12 laps in the books, 28 to go in the Dirt Cup finale here.
some Levi Healy fans? He's just a very likable young man. It would be easy to think, oh yeah, punk kid, 16 years of age, lives a mile and a half down the road, but he's a very, very nice young man. Skagit, how about the noise for Darren from Owasso, Oklahoma.
Here's the thing you worry about in season 4. Trying to stop and extend. Pittman has already advanced from 8 to no worse than 5. Holt is those targets. Tanner is chosen inside. Pittman is showing even from the top fourth monitor.
So who do you think, folks? How about the noise for Tanner Holmes? What about Darren Pittman fans? Mano a mano, J-Lo. Push your hand to the first Tanner Holmes advances. Darren Pittman is still safe. He'll line up on the east side third row as a result of that top shuffle.
That's a good advantage. That's how through that. All right. Tanner Holmes. James McFadden, Thursday night's winner. Calling it Tanner used to drive as well.
This is James' bread and butter. This kind of format for him. So good. So, have we got any James McFadden fans here at Skagit? Think the scales lean slightly towards Tanner.
Maybe. They're both fantastic racers.
Put your hands in the first for James McFadden. The top of motorsports number 21. He was back on the infield.
Washington driving car number 78C. This is Justin Westergaard. Starting 20th. Out of Everett, Washington, driving car number 58, J.D. Lewis. From 19th, out of Cedro, Woolley, Washington, car 37B, Andrew Pritchard. From 18th, driving car number 17, out of Burlington, Washington, Kyle Hansen. Starting 17th, out of Mukilteo, Washington, driver of the 21C, it's Dale Krieger. Outside row number 8, starting in the 16th position. From Oak Harbor, Washington, car number 16, Alex Pacheco. Inside row number 8. Now making his home in Bow, Washington, it's car number 29, Brandon Turner. Starting 14th, out of Burlington, Washington, driver of car 18, Ayuka Cookie Carlson. From the inside of row number 7, making his own Long Lake, Washington, driving the 19C, Dalton Christmas. south, from all the way out in Edgewood, Washington, driver of car number 9, Riley Deaver. Inside row 6, out of Bothell, Washington, driver of car number 21, it is Todd Hartman. Top 10, starting 10, out of Bothell, Washington, car number 50, Chad Kincaid. From Linden, Washington, starting in position number 9, driver of the 3T, Tyler Luce. Starting 8th, the car is a former Dirt Cup champion, out of Bellingham, Washington, in number 71, Jonathan Jorgensen. Justin. Running car number 19 is Brad Marks. From Grass Valley, California. starters here on the field. Why don't we have anything happen before that gets we have proposed to run from the 77A this year. Running fast, just get through, jump on the top.
Disconnected the fueling to Levi Flat. Then the fill came out for Levi Flat. They're looking for another fill, flat car. Look at that. The new fill has been found. Put the hood back on and new fill back in the fueling system. And that front up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as that happens, this group of drivers is going to need you, the most awesome side of motorsports. We need you to rise to your feet. I need you to make enough noise to get the 900 plus horsepower of the motors. Ladies and gentlemen, the salute to the fans at the 54th Chambers Memorial Dirt Cup. Lights are out around Skagit Speedway. For over $100,000 to win, Matt Sweet and Brett Marks lead up into corner number 3.
does, it broke off the right rear shock now. They've got to do right rear shock for straight starts. Now, if they put it on, will be the question. It's like it'll be a front nose wing change for DJ Neto. Head on a swivel. Push around and come to you. Get it on your right. Head got caught up in the heel outside. So Thornton comes in through, usually going to pull the foot off. And goes straight to work on the mag bump. They're working on disconnecting the old one's off. New one's going on. Mechanic forces. Go back to 55 at trade starts to continue to work on that right rear. Now remember, that right rear shock broke off the top. It's perfectly still into it. So they find a way. They got a new shock over here. They get it back on the tray. Yeah, they're drilling into where that bolt would go to see if they can get that out. They'll send it back in. Camera 22 point work for us here. On the last half. Right as well. Neto, those wing repairs just about done. Thornton's got to push some behind Neto pushes and Thornton pushes. Fourth gear. Line up, let's go, in order to push out this. Horses is back to the back. 3 spots. So that happens, guys. Just the exit team, and they're having a whole new front end block on the 26th. Starts with fire.
That's pitching wild way. Off of 4 runners to stop safety 3 runners.
Max has had a great season. He's really speed as of late. He picked up his first sprint car win about a month ago. And his knockdown top 10, North King of the West.
He has been qualifying like a monster here lately.
Right, here's the instant replay. Big stick moves in the house. Brad Sweet. Contact with Tyler Thompson there.
Well, open red conditions is there's very few guys on the planet better than Paul Silva. So picks need to be made on the sub here. They've got an opportunity here.
That's going to be something to keep an eye on. They go to that right rear. We're going to heavy contact with Tyler Thompson.
Yeah, one of the crew members looking it over right now.
Looks like Trevor Canales. Ray starts back into the American Rock Sprint area as well.
He has the class already well, as has Thorson. And I think Trey's wrong.
Guys, we over to the sweet car. Who is the in the right rear? Everything looks GRA. Ladders are packed, wheels up. All good for that sweet.
Fuel in there having a Jackson Colby coastline.
An opportunity for Brett Marks to make a change if he wants to, get that car better.
Boy, he's been fast the last 10 or 15 races.
You also know that one of the sneaky best crew chiefs on the planet right now that doesn't get credit for it is Sean Strasbaugh of the V1 team.
100%.
That guy knows his racing.
Sean's been with Tom Booth for a long time, and Tom's on his sprint car for a long time.
But whoever they put in that car is fast.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with the race.
Absolutely. Sean's phenomenal. But I think they're right. I think Trey, helmet off, the head talk coming off. Trey wants to be done. The defending Group Cup champion is done. Caleb, also something that you and I talked about that also need to remember here. Points on the line tonight for the 3 Cup Challenge.
That's right.
One of the 3 Cup Challenge. Showing Colby Gilpin down there chatting there. Colby's in one of the blue hoodie on Big Street. He's cool dogs if you're in the house with Big Street. But the next round of the 3 Cup Challenge is the Gold Cup Racing Championship at the end of August. And the track is Colby's home, Silverado Speedway in Chico, California. And the 3 Cup Challenge champion will be crowned at Trophy Cup, a 410 race now. And that'll be you'll be able to watch that one live on Flow Racing. That's going to be Halloween weekend in Tulare, California.
Guys watching sprint cars literally knock the walls down at the facility. Tulare Thunderbolt will be the place to do it.
I don't think it's live voice has been tested live event quite like it was tested at
You didn't use that every time.
we did. They said we're doing
Did you come down and chauffeur this stuff for you? I'll do it. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, there's a look for those of you on Flow Racing at the Booth Container Home Stride. He picked up his first career national sprint car win a week and a half ago. Shelby County Speedway in Harlan, Iowa. The second place finisher in last year's Dirt Cup is one of those what-if moments for Tanner, because we had that late open red.
Yep, and you remember, he was in control of that race. It was the fuel change on the Starks car when he changed the hill during the open red. It brought him back to life and got him an advantage after that back straightaway restart. Very savvy crew and driver bought it, swapped the bill over.
This will be no surprise to Caleb. Our fan fest today for 3 to 4 drivers signing autographs. Who was the last driver to sign an autograph?
Check Holmes.
Absolutely was.
Not sure.
Not one bit.
You guys, I can chime in quickly. Thorson's come in and they've changed the name clock already. The crew's now looking at where the main hill is, trying to change that fuel flow and trying to diagnose what could be going wrong with Thorson's car. They're putting the panel back on. We'll see where they go from here.
Brent Marble, the car chief on the car. Tanner makes a lot of calls to the pit, including
I know a lot of times see me by phone.
Yep. Which is becoming a new thing.
You
See some guys racing from afar.
69K, you see that throughout the year. Where Davey is on the phone with Donnie Price and helping make his calls.
That'll do it for time here on the open red. Crews are clearing.
So Trey starts no right rear shock, and they basically, from what I understand, kind of said not a lot to be gained at that point. Let's roll the car in the trailer for another day. Just the young boys supporting that for you. But we're lucky, JY, you did make AB, but you call a lot of racing with JY here. Oh, the 360s are racing weekend, with next week 360s in Compton. You'll be racing Saturday night at Skagit Speedway. If you're looking for something to do,
We'll be here.
we'll be here. But JY does a phenomenal job.
He'll be up to the wheel off the call. We're lucky to have him. Are not really out on the raceway.
Also, something to remember if you're from the area, July 4th, we are racing at Skagit Speedway, the Hilton Fortune Sprint Cars, and a massive fireworks show. John said, let's go big on the fireworks show, so it's going to be huge. You aren't going to want to miss it.
And I thought we went big last year.
Yeah, you thought the Memorial Day fireworks show was big? Just wait.
Let's get
Just wait.
25.
Yeah, exactly. But we are racing on July 4th. Of course, the highest paying 360 race in the country, right here at Skagit Speedway, taking place July 24 and 25 with Bob's Burger and Brew, Brett Brownfield Memorial Summer Nationals.
Reminder too, you're going to see a lot of these same stars and cars in the Art King Plus 410 Sprint Car Series coming up here, along with high rollers of the Interstate Batteries, high limit racing, the Skagit Nationals. That's coming up the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Labor Day weekend in September. Skagit Nationals on their way. You can pick up tickets early at SkagitSpeedway.com.
Ticket sales pacing ahead of where we were a year ago. We had a monster crowd on Saturday night as I looked through our records in our 5 years of ownership of 26 Promotion. That was the largest crowd we've ever had at Skagit Speedway, was Saturday night of last year's Skagit Nationals.
Let's beat it.
Let's stop it.
Let's throw the challenge out there to you Skagit Speedway fans, or if you're watching at home at Flow Racing and you enjoyed these 3 nights of Jim Raper Memorial Dirt Cup action, come on out and visit us.
It is the most, arguably the most picturesque racetrack in the country. Go out and spend an afternoon in Anacortes or Pecan or on the water.
Oh, heck, drive up Chuckanut and
Drive
see
up
the
Chuck
signs.
and Drive, exactly.
And you can go back out to Mount Baker in a minute.
Dylan Schiebel, who was on our RF camera for Flow Racing, he was telling me on Thursday they drifted to the North Cascades National Park, an hour and 20 minutes from here instead of the gorgeous. So a lot to do within the area. Take the sights in, go whale watching, come out a couple days early, go check out the San Juans. You can see plugging away, those of you watching on Flow Racing, on that 88 at Tanner Thorson. Tanner had control of Interstate Batteries Highland Racing points for about a month and a half. He's bringing out 4th off the top of my head in points.
It's changed. It's changed a lot. Who's been on a hot streak, right? Rico's been up there. Reitzel has had it. Thorson for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Mark's now really on the come. We've seen that.
We'll be in action the next Friday, Saturday. Tanner's out of car. I see there's Brady Forbrook if you're watching on Flow Racing on the left. Brady working for Tony Stewart Curve Magazine and Racing. Of course, his father, the legendary Guy Forbrook. Brady carving out a nice career. Britt Marble, the Marble name is absolutely legendary in Central Indiana.
They're changing fueling on that car.
Yeah, Tanner, no surprise to see Tanner is the one out of the car doing the work. Tanner works on his own car. He's the crew chief on race nights when he's the one communicating with Stevie a lot. Tanner is very hands-on when it comes to working on and building his race cars.
Mechanical knowledge, Tanner Thorson is, as far as a driver goes, is right up there with the best. Very much in a lot of ways like that, Sammy.
Yeah,
in some
very much
regards,
so.
right?
I mean, absolutely.
In the most complimentary way that can be said, right? Because Sammy is one of a kind. Tanner shows a lot of that very same. He's independent, likes to do things on his own, likes to figure it out, do something different than the rest of the crowd. He's been fast at doing it.
Just likes to win.
Yeah.
Very much like Sammy is.
Deep desire.
You mentioned in the pair of guys that lot of good luck inside that building in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we call our race Caleb Lyman Flow Racing in January.
They took us to like a...
Next weekend, Interstate Battery Silent Racing in action in Billings, Montana, where the Twitch chase has been, as you mentioned, Caleb, very, very exciting to watch.
Going out for the Race Redeem Foundation race.
I am. I'll be in Montana. The Racing Stage TLP is going to be the Race Redeem Foundation race next weekend.
A reminder, you can find out more about the Race Redeem Foundation at raceredeem.org. Red flag conditions, we are still attending to one of our drivers in the front straightaway. For those of you who are watching at home and wondering what's going on.
Max working with the Skagit Speedway safety crew. And you talked about it earlier, Caleb. Our safety crew and our medics, they train year-round here at Skagit Speedway. They constantly training.
Taking every precaution because our driver's safety, no we can replace any part on any of these cars. We can replace the talent behind the steering wheels. The warriors who are braving everything and trying to get going. And folks, give a hand for Max Petrie, please. Petrie flip and turn it before then start this process is still with red.
We're very lucky to have one of the best safety crews in the country. Max is in very good hands. A lot of caution there as you saw Max walk away.
This level of care that we're providing from our system is spearheaded by Gene Matthews. Gene took over as race director and such. Lost Gene a couple of years ago, but the driver's safety was taking over here. Eric is now our medical operations head. Two of them put together this program that lets us deliver better care for our drivers.
You talk about how much the Skagit Speedway team can do here. A lot of them EMTs and medics and such. We had a childbirth in Dirt Cup 2 years ago. In our
A Dirt Cup baby.
Dirt Cup baby. So a lot has happened here at Dirt Cup.
Don't hear a lot of Dirt Cup babies being born.
No.
Conception, different question.
Camping's been very cool this week. It's fun to see the campers roll in.
Boy, what a benefit this long open red is going to get enforced. As they've gone full city changes and repairs on that car to get back out on the racetrack.
We came back here together. But back there. We went to the hotel room like every Tyler, okay? Yeah, fine. Okay?
Like we said, Max communicating with our safety team, that is good news. And just taking a lot of precautions here and assessing Max, but he was able to walk away under his own power and chatting with the safety crew and maybe a little bit of changes. Just chatting with our safety crew and taking the most precautions. You mentioned it can never be too old.
Best thing we can report, alert and communicating with the street. So,
That is good news. We saw him down there chatting with our safety team.
and now it will take a nice 5-mile-an-hour drive down the front straightaway. I mean, after you've seen it at 120 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, I just feel like time is moving.
We see on Flow Racing there, Tanner strapping back into the race car.
Focus mode begins.
TJ full muscle around the car there. So 12 laps in the books, 8 to go in the Dirt Cup finale here.
Okay.
Stuff
think the hard part with all of it was so low down the street. Got to the corner. The car, you had to put it so low. It makes you just push. So when he was to the outside of him like that, he was not able to beat that corner. Really did not push out the way down. Peters, your winner of the Holiday tonight.
Good job.
Situation down, we'll continue to use those drivers as they make their way up to the podium. Well, the band is down. The man is making his way to the top of the stage. He's got these things down so many times over the end of this matchup. Put your hands together for Steve Peters. Start after restart. Steve went to the top of the podium again. He's been there before. But tell me about that battle with Bryce. That was intense. You know, I have a little bit of speed on the MD race, and I was hoping the pass would fly a little bit. But boy, were we racing here at the end with those last couple of restarts. Switch from first to second. And it gives me a little momentum on the back stretch for me to get past, and I tell you that modified high side run helped a little bit. If you don't got a little more confidence on the very end, and that's not getting out of it, it's going to win. Once you take second in front, you hope you get this one. And thank Central Welding Supply for sponsoring all 4 cars this year. They have just hopped on board, and it's an incredible deal for me to be here and do this. SRP Transport, the Rockers, I want to thank Jesus for saving me 12 years ago when I couldn't. Just all in it. Congrats to Mike, my boy. I love seeing that kid get second behind me every time. Steve Peters, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner tonight at Skagit Speedway. Nice over, come on up. Man, what a battle. Steve, always hands. Right, one lane down. I know how badly you wanted that one, but he's changing in the offense. The Steve was there tonight. Maybe not the luck on your side today. Well, when you're racing up against this guy here, he kind of knows how to drive, so he's going to pick my line where I want to go. So I did what I could do, outside, inside, just shoot cut him over here, and it is what it is, you know. Mike Stoller in second place tonight. Come on over, third place. Mr. Van Yes, Happy Jacket got a little change there. Tell me about it. Oh, man. You're not that good race. I am. And then we saw him with sideways, I was like, oh, this is not good for either one of us. We must need the cars to stay together. Right got me, I got back, they got me, I finished these guys are going to be points like easy both when all these catching happen. That's going to get third place on the left there. Thank you. There's Hillard third place tonight. One more time, you're out. Tonight's Hornet top 3.
It's on you to go to the back.
Yeah.
Give her the second spot official. If you see that green light. And we do get Toronto over the second place finish. Congratulations.
Nice.
For the presentation for Caleb Hart in just a moment. Caleb making his way down. As our top two finishers, questions to their back from there and Richard Lane. Justin Jacobson gets the green light as well, so he is officially returned for the finishers. He's up on the back of the car. Jack Westergaard, who wins tonight in his first sprint car. Taking his helmet and gear off. Congratulations from the crew. And making his way over to the podium. Down to you, Caleb Hart. We'll get the drivers out of the race cars and making their way forward. Thank you, Justin Johnson. We're going to call the 50-50 winning raffle ticket number coming up after the conclusion of winners and interviews. Jeff, Jalen, Justin, Triple J's. Can you get you guys moving to the stage, please? We'll work their way forward. Jess will take his time to make sure that's right. That's fine. Make it go over here. Race number 2 lives 2 in a row for Jim Westergaard. Two wins in a row, 2 kids. Serendipitous. It worked out here. Hey, it took you decades to get here on a sprint car. That's 2 straight now. What's changed? Is it confidence? Is it program? All the above? All of the above. I mean, really, there's a lot of program up in this field with your transfer out of the kids. And I avoid my son to get a program on the last 2 days.
Let's go.
We give you a race back that was horrendous and you were united. It showed to the point where the lappers were able to hold their lines and get in trouble. Oh man, that was
Jay, where are you? Jay sucks. That's my boy. Jay sucks. Ooh, yeah.
Put your hands together, get back to the in Toronto, maybe some family out there as well. Talk about trying to run down some of the frustration that we have to be really difficult situations.
Let's go, boys. Ooh, nice job.
Well, just in case you're doing an exercise and work to drive your right, so let's go out. Don't mind this. Started off the night really well. Went alright all laps. We were alright though. Went out pretty late for qualifying. Ended up 7th, I think it was. Starting outside front row. Was able to get a good start there. And my crew did an awesome job keeping everything together. Putting off what I wanted it to be. Probably very favorable. Not the main. We did the sixth, we started sixth, pretty quick, and then Lawrence spun out in front of me about 6 minutes. We came around, and I think I might have broke stuff on the right side of the car, but the car was really fast. We did a great job. Huge shout out to November Racing, Skagit, Jesse Jacobson. One more time, your podium for the Sportsman Sprint. Get out your 50-50 raffle ticket numbers. We're going to call your winner right now. If you have a red ticket, 5, 6, 1, 0, 2, 9, you have won $711. You have a half of $1,000 High School Booster Club for football safety equipment.
condition in this feature. So the crews outside of the ones involved in the accident scene are cleared to go to their race cars in open red. Crews with cars involved in the accident scene stay back of the wall time being. So red flag conditions on the front straightaway currently. 4 cars involved in wrecking the front straight, including Johnson, Autry, Dixon, and Reed. Our safety crews still to work to clear the scene and technical driver speed 10-2. Viewers on YouTube stream with flash conditions here on the front stretch. We'll keep the camera off that until we know that we can show you what's going on down there. Machine conditions. Open red flag conditions for these drivers. Again, these cars are away from the scene as they've been able to back Johnson 0 somewhat away at this point. So Johnson 0 is front pick and rolls away. Autry, Dixon, and Reed now still in front straightaway. Red flag conditions 4 laps into this 30 lap K&N here at Skagit. Like these crews involved in Custom 360 sprint cars. Well, Justin Youngquist is making his way down into corner number 4 while we're under red flag conditions. Gonna poke his head and talk to the Trey Starks and see if he can get a word. Well, Caleb, I'm hanging out with Trey Starks on the old 55 with me. Trey, you're back, you're out front. What's going on?
Not a whole lot from my vantage point. The front stretch looks like they got a whole lot going on, but yeah, just trying to log through last year. We'd like to get the last stuff together here, get this race going a little bit, but yeah, so far so good. I'm just trying to keep the car straight, keep the tires under it, trying to be easy on the second.
The track's a little slicker than what we saw through Dirt Cup. Are you worried at all? Clearly the race is a while to go. Are you worried at all about tires?
Not my tires. I'm going to try and take care of them. But I can see how you little hard on tires. This is pretty slick here off the floor, so you really don't have wheels to them off the floor here now. Just keep the tires good, keep the car straight, just don't lean on too much.
Are there any changes? I mean, you probably can't tell us like new speed changes and stuff, but anything you had your guys do to try to help you try to be faster than 55?
At this point, I think if I told them to change anything, it'd probably make it worse. So I think I don't have any info on my end. I'm doing pretty 2 years, so I don't want to mess with it too much. So just try and keep it out front. That's where it feels best, and keep it on.
Right on. Trey Starks, good luck, bro. All right, Justin with Trey Starks down at the bottom 4. As you can see, they tipped the wing up on the Dixon car, getting ready to lower the wheel back that way. Let's see if Justin can wander over to Robbie Price and possibly get a word. That's Rick Bobber. Rick Bobber. Former 360 Nationals winner, Rick Bobber?
Yeah, that's him. Look. Well, that's a terrible one over here. But
What's going on, bro?
Great.
So, Robbie, is he your, Rick Bobber your hero?
Yeah. Big guy.
Yeah, great man of many words, obviously. No, that's not what Rick said. It's not what he said last week. All right, you're on second. What's through your head? I mean, you got 3 tries on that start. Is the outside got anything at all, any sort of grip? Is he going to come do anything in the game?
Hobby-wise, I don't think I'm going to be the first guy up there trying to make a game, but you never know.
Did anybody tell you that there may be a car behind you that was coming over them?
Yep, there was a girl. Try not to leave me else to break. I'll try and break mine.
Good job. So you're asking Trey if there's anything that if you guys are maybe try to change anything on the car or whatever. Is there anything that you're trying maybe different on the restart or anything different with the car that you might have to try to do?
We try to keep we can do all these things. I don't know if we kind of made our bed already.
You guys almost before last time, but almost about to say like, oh yeah, we'll be back. We're still trying to do it. All right, well, what's going on? Well, we're still doing stuff, so I don't know what else to ask. So this is your first year with your father, right?
Last year.
So this is the first year that you've been like full on street. Are you happy with where you guys are at? You got to make the progress. It seems like from where you started the year, I don't know, what's your feeling on the year and how you come so far?
Pretty embarrassed about last year.
Not as embarrassing as the year. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. We've been up and down. So we're great. So we'll figure it out. We're not quitters, so let me know.
Right on, yeah. We'll just our 360 Nationals back when it was called Thunder in the Valley. That's how long ago Rick Bob won that.
They didn't even have those teachers in Goodwill. That's so long ago. It was just like a plain white t-shirt. Hey, third place running Tony Hughes, what's up? Not really sure how to start. Taking out yet, or? Hey, you're some of the guys ahead of you talking about that you maybe run a little bit different line with their runs, so you seem to be able to stick that better than anybody else. What do you what's he doing? Oh, that's a good thing to drive. Are you learning at all about tires and configuration? What, 4 laps in this thing? Put some more fuel in your car and whatever. Are you worried about it at all? You kind of seem to have a line of life. I'm not worried about too much. I think underneath tires. If I did get rub, spray, or something like that, underneath some lap traps to help me. I think it all just needed there on the old front trip. Trying to go around, see if we can make some speed anywhere they can. Other than that, keep plugging away. So ready to be running third?
Yes. You've got Bubba Harris running 4, he's back in turn 3, and Eric Fisher running 5th in the 59, who's getting the next car back from you. Mockridge has gone into the work area in the 321 to work on that car. Dixon has gone to the back, and we continue on the front straightaway under red flag conditions for Bill Rood in the 33R. That's where we're at right now for our folks who are not fans here watching on YouTube. Is Justin's going to continue his wander, and that'll be 5th place Eric Fisher coming up next time.
What are you doing over here, Eric Fisher? Hanging out. How's, you camping up yet, or? Drinks his electrolytes. So what's going on back here in fifth? You're about halfway through the field by now. So, I don't know, what do you have Jack work on this thing under the open rim?
I was wondering myself, so we'll see what we got after this.
Yikes. Okay, good. Well, that's good news for whoever's behind you.
Yeah, probably would be. No, we gotta see the car. We just want to keep going, get to what last do what we can do.
I feel like you having the notes anymore, you need to go out into the things. It's kind of hard to not really come up into the race to know what you really have. Is that any help at all to try to make adjustments or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I don't really know. I thought we had to do a fun to the start.
Eric Fisher, look for him. He's some aggressive dude. Danielle Fisher, everybody. Hey, you know, thank you to the fans at home on YouTube watching all across the world.
She's way more verbose than that.
I noticed that, which is nervous.
Oh, gotcha. Kim Smith wandering back on him, just outside the top 5 moments. Their crew's been back, they've been doing some stuff back there, since we could get into the top secret data, I think.
Well, if you look, I'm not sure why. Are you taking Traroffs off or Traroffs on?
A little bit of each, you know, I got the 5 views and I found whatever pretty does, so we're going to take the 5 views and put a press that.
Pretty low down here in the slot.
Justin, real quick, round of applause for Bill Rood, who is out of the race car. Is going to get into the Skagit Speedway ambulance now. So Bill Rood out of the car and going into the Skagit Speedway ambulance.
Yeah, good news to hear that for sure. That's never what you want to see. But, you've got a little bit of work to do. Anything on the car that you guys are doing besides air out stuff, or what's going to
out of here. So we made a couple of changes, try to get a little better early in the race. You know, practice is right now, so starting 7:26. Try to scratch the top 5 here and get a lap so that we get to work on the chances. So far, it's starting working good. It's been pretty good. Do you feel like, so we talked about who kind of like in the middle and behind you guys, ripple back over here and out playing.
Well, that was a gnarly one, Richie. What's good, good. That's a good one, huh? Fuck, that was a gnarly one. Yeah, but what? Boom! That's good.
Same time, you hit it wrong, it's going to bite you and then it's
Alright.
Check the
hopefully,
fast.
Good. Let's do that win. Yeah. Hard to beat, man. He's hard to beat in the 360s. Yeah, he's good. He gets out front. He's hard to beat. Yeah. Levi Hillary, those guys must have went to Montana for that high limits racing, huh? Yeah.
2015 Sports Champion. Still around every single week.
He's just going to extend his points lead. He wins tonight, all the points for the track. Oh yeah. Season champion. Yeah. Yeah, I got Shit, those are good. Yeah. I need to get me a pair. Yes, sir.
Team Type 1 diabetic here, by the way.
Yeah, Warren Gravely, old Warren. He sits over there. If you sit over, I sat over there for a race. You don't get any dust over there. Yeah. See the whole track. No dust over there.
Update from the center. Yes. They've been thrashing on it, but looks like that'll be the end of Ockridge's Skagit Speedway debut. Hope you can see her again support time.
Pretty quiet here tonight after freaking dirt up. Not a whole lot of just the diehards, bro. Later. See ya.
Start getting push trusted into position. 26 laps left here. Next week in Skagit Speedway, our 4th of July celebration. It's open at 5 racing to 7. The next fireworks show to follow. Pick up your tickets in advance online at SkagitSpeedway.com. He'll be jumping for you to bring it on Skagit Speedway Resort modernized. Here on America's birthday celebrations, 250 years in the United States next Saturday at Skagit Speedway. Exclusive all industrial frequency sprint car manufactured back up to Skagit Speedway.
Troy sucks. Let's go. Wow. Good laps. Oh yeah. Good socks. Warm your way.
All three drivers will make their way down the front straightaway and up to the podium for their presentation to Caleb Hart. Colton Heath is your third place finisher tonight in the exclusive Quality Custom 360. Of course, the start placing 55 will make his way up on the scale.